Hi, I'm Rob. Welcome back to my channel. I want to read in King James Version, New and Old Testament. Hebrews 12. Renew your spiritual life. Therefore we also, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance at the race that is set before us. Look unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith, for who for the joy that we set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and hath sat down to the right hand of the throne of God. For consider him who endured such hostility from sinners against himself, that you become weary and discouraged in your souls. You have not yet resisted the bloodshed, striving against sin, and you have forgotten the exhortation which speaks to you as your sons. My son, do not despise the chastening of the Lord, nor be discouraged when you are rebuked by him. For whom the Lord loves, he chastens and discourages every son from whom he receives. If you endure chastening, God deals with you as with a son. For what son is there whom a father does not chasten? But if you are without chastening, or which all you have become partakers, then you are illegitimate and not son. Illegitimate and not son. Furthermore, we have had human fathers who corrected us, and we paid them respect. Shall we not much more readily be in a subjection to the Father of the Spirit and live? For they indeed for a few days chastening us has seemed best to them, but he for our profit, that we may be partakers of his holiness. Now no chastening seems to be joyful for the present, but painful nevertheless. Afterwards it yields the peaceable fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. Therefore strengthen the hands which hang down, and the feeble knees, and make straight paths for your feet, so that what is lame may not be dislocated, but rather be healed. Pursue peace with all people and holiness, without which no one will see the Lord. Looking carefully, let anyone fall short of the grace of God, that any root of bitterness springing up cause trouble, and by this many become defiled. Let there be any fornication, profane persons like Asa, who for one morsel of food sold his bright right. For you know that afterwards, when he wanted to inherit the blessing, he was rejected. For he found, sorry, I lost myself. He rejected, and he found no place for repentance. For he sought it as diligently with tears. For you have not come to the mountain that may be touched, and that burned with fire, and the blackness, darkness, and tempest, and the sound of the trumpet, and the voice of the word, so that those who heard begged that the word should not be spoken to them any more, for they could not endure what was commanded. And if so much of the beast touches the mountain, it shall be stoned or shot with an arrow. And so terrifying was the light that Moses said, I am exceedingly afraid and trembling. But you have come to the mountain Zion, to the city of the living God, the heavenly Jerusalem, to an innumerable company of angels, to the general assembly and the church of the firstborn who are registered in heaven, to God, the judge of all, to the spirits of just men made perfect, to Jesus, the mediator of the new covenant, and to the blood of the sprinkling that speaks better than things than that of Abel. See that you do not refuse him who speaks, for that they did not escape, refuse him who spoke on earth. Much more shall not escape if we turn away from him who speaks from heaven, whose voice then shook the earth, but now he has promised, saying, Yet once more I shake not only the earth, but also heaven. Now this, yet once more indicate that the removal of those things that are being shaken, as of those things that are made, that the things which cannot be shaken may remain. Therefore, since we are receiving a kingdom which cannot be shaken, let us have grace by which we may serve God acceptably with reverence and godly fear. For our God is a consuming fire. Thank you. God bless.